Cristiano Ronaldo, from nothing to everything full story. He was not born a champion, but he built himself into one. From the narrow streets of Madeira to the biggest stadiums in the world. From a poor child with a dream to the greatest footballer of all time. This is the complete story of Cristiano Ronaldo. A story of sacrifice, pain, dedication, and glory. Early life, the boy from Madeira, 15 minutes. Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro was born on February 5, 1985, in Madeira, a small island in Portugal. He grew up in a poor family. His father worked as a kitman for a local football club, and his mother worked as a cook and cleaner. Life was tough. Money was never enough. Ronaldo was the youngest of four children. From the beginning, he was different. He loved football more than anything. As a child, he played with a ball for hours in the streets. Sometimes he used bottles or rags as footballs because his family couldn't afford new ones. At the age of 12, Ronaldo made the hardest decision of his life. He left his home, his family, his island, to go to Lisbon and join the Sporting CP Academy. He cried every night because he missed his family. He had no money, no comfort, no friends, only football. But even at 12, he promised himself, "I will become the best." Sporting Lisbon, the rise of a star, 5 minutes. At Sporting Lisbon, Ronaldo trained harder than anyone. His speed shocked coaches. His dribbling, his footwork, his hunger. They had never seen a boy like him. But Ronaldo also faced bullying. Other kids laughed at his accent from Madeira. They said he was too skinny. Doctors even told him he had a heart condition that might stop him from playing football. He had to undergo surgery at the age of 15. But he recovered quickly and came back stronger. In 2003, Sporting played a friendly match against Manchester United. That night, Ronaldo destroyed United's defense. Sir Alex Ferguson, United's legendary coach, decided to sign him immediately. Ronaldo's dream was becoming real. Manchester United era 2003 to 09, 20 minutes. When Ronaldo joined Manchester United, he was just 18 years old. He was young, skinny, and spoke little English, but he had fire in his eyes. Manchester United era 2003 to 09, 20 minutes. When Ronaldo joined Manchester United, he was just 18 years old. He was young, skinny, and spoke little English, but he had fire in his eyes. Under Sir Alex Ferguson, he transformed himself. He spent hours in the gym, improving his body. He practiced free kicks, dribbling, heading, finishing, every single day. Step by step, he became unstoppable. Won 3 Premier League titles. Won the FA Cup and League Cup. Scored amazing goals that lay. In 2008, Ronaldo had his greatest season at United. He scored 42 goals, won the Premier League, and lifted the Champions League trophy in Moscow. That same year, he won his first Ballon d'Or, becoming the best player in the world. But Ronaldo wanted more. In 2009, he made a world record transfer to Real Madrid. Real Madrid era, the peak of greatness, 2009 to 2018, 30 minutes. When Ronaldo arrived in Madrid, he said only one sentence: "I will make history." And he did. For 9 years, Ronaldo dominated world football. His rivalry with Lionel Messi pushed both to superhuman levels. Week after week, year after year, they broke records that seemed impossible. At Real Madrid, he scored 450 goals in 438 games, more than 1 goal per game. He won 4 Champions League titles, including 3 in a row. He won 2 La Liga titles, 2 Copa del Rey trophies, 3 Club World Cups. He became the all-time top scorer of Real Madrid. Fans will never forget his hat-trick against Wolfsburg, his bicycle kick against Juventus, his last-minute goals against Atletico. In 2016, Ronaldo also achieved his greatest dream with Portugal, winning the European Championship. Even though he got injured in the final, he motivated his teammates from the sidelines. Portugal beat France and Ronaldo lifted the trophy for his country. By 2018, Ronaldo had already written his name in history. But he wanted new challenges. He shocked the world by moving to Juventus. Juventus era 2018 to 110 minutes. In Italy, many doubted him again. They said, "He's too old. Serie is too difficult." Ronaldo silenced them by scoring over 100 goals for Juventus. He won 2 Serie A titles and became the fastest player in Juventus history to reach 50 goals. But the Champions League trophy remained out of reach. After 3 seasons, he decided to return to where it all began. Return to Manchester United 2021 to 2022, 8 minutes. The football world exploded when Ronaldo returned to Manchester United in 2021. His debut was magical. He scored twice against Newcastle and the stadium shook with chants of "Viva Ronaldo." He scored crucial goals in the Champions League, saving United multiple times, but problems inside the club, poor management, and disagreements with the coach created chaos. In the end, Ronaldo left Manchester again, not in the way he wanted, but still as a legend. Al Nassr and Saudi Arabia 2023 present 5 minutes. In 2023, Ronaldo began a new chapter with Al Nassr in Saudi Arabia. Many said his career was over. But Ronaldo continued to score, to inspire, and to expand football's popularity to new regions. Even in his late 30s, he remains one of the best players in the world. Portugal career 8 minutes. For Portugal, Ronaldo is not just a player, he is a hero. He is the most capped player in history. He is the all-time leading international goal scorer with more than 120 goals. He won Euro 2016 and the Nations League in 2019. From a small boy in Madeira to the captain of Portugal, Ronaldo's journey is the definition of a dream come true. OFF the pitch 5 minutes. Ronaldo is not only a footballer. He is a family man, a father, and a role model. He is known for his discipline, strict diet, and incredible fitness. Even at 38, he trains harder than most 20-year-olds. He donates millions to hospitals and charities. He is proof that greatness is not only measured in goals, but in the lives you inspire. Legacy and motivation 10 minutes. Cristiano Ronaldo has won 5 Ballon d'Ors, 0.5 Champions Leagues, 800 career goals, countless records that may never be broken. But beyond the trophies, his real legacy is his mindset. He was not born the most talented, but he was the most determined. He showed the world that with hard work, self-belief, and sacrifice, you can achieve anything. Talent without work is nothing. Cristiano Ronaldo. Today, millions of kids all over the world look up to him. And his story will inspire generations to come. UTRO 3 minutes. From Madeira to Manchester, from Madrid to Turin, from Lisbon to Riyadh. Cristiano Ronaldo's journey is more than football. It is the story of a fighter, a dreamer, and a legend. He is not just CR7, he is hope, belief, and inspiration. And no matter what happens next, his name will remain immortal. On the pitch, football career moments, all debuts. Sporting CP debut 2002. Manchester United debut 2003 versus Bolton. Old Trafford standing ovation. Real Madrid debut 2009 versus Deportivo. Scored goal. Juventus debut 2018. Al Nassr debut 2023. Portugal debut 2003 versus Kazakhstan. Historic matches point to 0 Euro final. Portugal lost versus Greece. Ronaldo cried. 2008 Champions League final versus Chelsea, goal plus missed penalty plus victory. 2014 Champions League final, La de Chima. 2016 Euro final, injured but inspired teammates. 2018 World Cup hat-trick versus Spain, 3-3 draw. Countless El Clásicos versus Messi, greatest goals. Bicycle kick versus Juventus 2018. Free kick versus Portsmouth 2008. Long-range strikes, headers, solo runs. Records first player to score 800 career goals. Most goals in Champions League. Most international goals in history. Only player to score in 5 different World Cups. Top scorer in England, Spain, Italy, 3 big leagues, training, fitness, and mindset. Training obsession. Arrives first, leaves last from training. Stories of teammates saying he never stops. Practices 1,000 free kicks, 1,000 shots. Diet and fitness. Strict diet chicken, fish, no sugar, no soda. Sleeps early, naps multiple times, ice baths, recovery routines. Mentality. Quotes like talent without work is nothing. Never gives up, even in tough matches. Belief in self when others doubt him. Personal life and off-pitch family. Mother Dolores' biggest supporter. Partner Georgina Rodriguez. Children Cristiano Jr. twins Bella and Eva. Elena. Bella Esmeralda. Charity and kindness. Donated millions to hospitals, schools, cancer research. Paid for surgeries of sick children. Never forgets poor childhood, gives back to society. Business ventures. CR7 clothing line. Hotels Pestana CR7. Fragrances. Gyms. Influence and social media. Most followed person on Instagram 600 meters. One of the richest athletes in history. Legacy and impact. Messy rivalry. Healthy competition for 15 years. Both pushed each other to limits. Fans call it the greatest rivalry in sports history. Role model. Millions of kids worldwide copy his Sioux celebration. Inspires athletes in every sport. Motivation for poor kids. If I can do it, you can too. Future and legacy. Expanding football in Saudi Arabia. Preparing to leave a lasting mark even after retirement. Will be remembered as one of the greatest of all time. Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro was born on February 5, 1985, on the small island of Madeira, Portugal. His beginnings were as humble as you could possibly imagine. He wasn't born into wealth, fame, or luxury. Instead, he came into a family that struggled every single day just to put food on the table. His father, Jose Dinas Aveiro, worked as a gardener and also as a kit man for a local football club. His mother, Maria Dolores, worked as a cook and cleaner, taking multiple jobs at once just to support her children. Cristiano grew up with one brother, Hugo, and two sisters, Elma and Claudia. The family lived in a tiny home with barely enough space for everyone. Ronaldo has openly admitted that as a child, sometimes he went to bed hungry. But inside this difficult environment, something else was growing a fire, a passion, and an obsession. From the earliest days, Cristiano only wanted one thing, to play football. At just 3 years old, little Ronaldo would cry if he didn't have a ball near him. His mother recalls that he would even take a ball with him to bed, hugging it like a toy. When he was outside, he would spend hours kicking the ball against walls, chasing it through the narrow streets of Madeira, or dribbling past older kids. He didn't care about toys, cartoons, or school.
Football was his life. But life wasn't easy. Ronaldo's father struggled with alcoholism, and his family's poverty meant that opportunities were rare. Yet, this boy had something extraordinary inside him: relentless determination. By the age of 7, Cristiano joined a local club, Andorra, where his father worked as a kit man. Even at that age, coaches could see he was different. He wasn't the strongest or the tallest, but his speed, his energy, and his hunger to win stood out. His opponents used to laugh at him, calling him crybaby because he hated losing so much that he would burst into tears after every defeat. But what they didn't realize was that this anger, this obsession, was fueling his rise. At 10 years old, Ronaldo was already becoming the best player in Madeira. Bigger clubs like Nacional noticed him, and soon after, Sporting Lisbon, one of Portugal's top clubs, offered him a trial, but this meant leaving his family, leaving his island, and moving hundreds of miles away to the capital city of Lisbon. Imagine being just 12 years old, leaving your parents, your friends, and everything you know to chase a dream in a completely different city. Most kids would have broken down, but Ronaldo was different. He cried almost every night, missing his family, but every morning he woke up and pushed himself harder. At Sporting Lisbon's academy, Ronaldo trained harder than anyone else. He was often the last to leave the field. He worked on his dribbling, his shooting, and his speed, always trying to outwork everyone. But there was a problem. His teammates mocked him. They called him names, made fun of his accent from Madeira, and laughed because he was skinny. One day, a coach even told him, "Cristiano, you're too small. You'll never make it as a professional." Those words could have destroyed a normal kid, but not Cristiano. Instead, he made a decision. I will show the world. I will prove them wrong. At just 15 years old, however, Ronaldo's dream almost ended.
Doctors discovered he had a racing heart condition, something so serious that it could have forced him to quit football forever.
Imagine a boy who had sacrificed everything, who lived only for football, now told that his heart might stop him from ever playing again. But Ronaldo didn't give up. He underwent surgery, a laser procedure to correct his heart rhythm, and within just weeks, he was back on the field. This moment changed him. It made him hungrier, stronger, and more determined than ever. Ronaldo knew life had given him a second chance, and he would not waste it. By 16 years old, Sporting Lisbon promoted him to train with the first team. The young boy from Madeira was now facing professional players older, stronger, more experienced, but Ronaldo destroyed them with his pace and skill. His dribbling was electric, his speed unstoppable,
and his confidence uncheckable. At 17 years old, Cristiano Ronaldo made his debut for Sporting Lisbon's senior team. In one match, he scored 2 goals and gave 2 assists.
The fans were shocked, the coaches were stunned, and the scouts across Europe began to take notice. But the moment that truly changed everything came in 2003. Sporting Lisbon played a friendly match against Manchester United.
Ronaldo's performance that night was so breathtaking, so dazzling, that United's players begged Sir Alex Ferguson, their legendary coach, to sign him immediately. Even legends like Gary Neville and Rio Ferdinand admitted, "We had never seen anything like this kid." Within weeks, Cristiano Ronaldo was signed by Manchester United for £12.24 million, making him the most expensive teenager in football history.
The skinny boy from a poor family in Madeira, who once cried after every defeat, who almost lost his career to a heart condition, had now taken the first step toward global stardom. When Cristiano Ronaldo landed in Manchester in the summer of 2003, he was just 18 years old. A teenager with dazzling skills, but also with a skinny frame, a strange accent, and no experience of life in England. The British press mocked him, calling him a show-off and a boy who only knew steepover. Many doubted if he could survive the physicality of the Premier League. But Ronaldo had already made a decision. Failure was not an option. From his very first training session with Manchester United, the players noticed something unusual. He wasn't just quick, he was lightning fast. He wasn't just skillful, he had tricks nobody had seen before. And most importantly, he trained like his life depended on it. Ronaldo's debut came against Bolton Wanderers in August 2003. The moment he stepped on the pitch, Old Trafford erupted with excitement. He destroyed defenders with his pace, drew fouls everywhere, and created chances. Even though he didn't score, fans knew immediately this kid was special. But talent alone was not enough. The Premier League was ruthless. Opponents targeted him, kicking him, pushing him, trying to intimidate him. Commentators mocked his diving, fans booed his fancy skills. Many young players would have broken under such pressure. But Ronaldo's response was simple: train harder, fight harder, prove them wrong. Sir Alex Ferguson, United's legendary manager, played a key role. He treated Ronaldo like a son, protecting him from criticism, guiding him, and at the same time demanding the absolute best. Ferguson once said, "We had to protect Cristiano because we knew one day he would be the best in the world." By 2006, people started noticing the change. Ronaldo was no longer just a tricky winger, he was becoming a goal machine. His body grew stronger, his shots more powerful, his mentality sharper. The 2006 World Cup was a turning point. Portugal faced England in the quarterfinal. During the match, Ronaldo teammate Wayne Rooney was sent off after a clash with a defender. Cameras caught Ronaldo winking toward the bench, and the English media exploded with rage, blaming him for Rooney's red card. Overnight, Ronaldo became the most hated player in England. But instead of breaking him, the hatred fueled him. When he returned to Manchester United after the World Cup, fans booed him in every stadium. Rival supporters chanted insults, waved angry banners, even called him a traitor. Yet Ronaldo thrived under the pressure. In the 2006-07 season, Ronaldo scored 23 goals and guided United to the Premier League title. Suddenly, the boos didn't matter. The goals silenced them all. He was now one of the best players in England. But Ronaldo wasn't finished. The following season, 2007-8, was historic. He scored an incredible 42 goals in all competitions, something unheard of for a winger. His free kicks became legendary. His headers unstoppable. His pace terrifying. Match after match, he delivered moments of brilliance. The crowning moment came in the 2008 Champions League final in Moscow against Chelsea. On that rainy night, Ronaldo scored the opening goal with a towering header. Later, in the penalty shootout, he missed his spot kick and broke down in tears, but fate was on his side. Edwin van der Sar saved Chelsea's final penalty, and Manchester United were crowned champions of Europe. Ronaldo collapsed on the pitch, overwhelmed with emotion. That same year, Ronaldo won his first Ballon d'Or, officially becoming the best player in the world. The skinny boy from Madeira had now conquered Europe. But greatness comes with challenges. By 2009, Real Madrid came calling. The Spanish giants were ready to pay a world record fee of £80 million for Cristiano Ronaldo. Manchester United fans begged him to stay, but Ronaldo knew his destiny was calling in Madrid. After 6 years, 292 appearances, and 118 goals, Ronaldo said goodbye to Old Trafford. He left behind not just trophies, 3 Premier League titles, 1 FA Cup, 2 League Cups, 1 Champions League, but also a legacy. The boy who arrived as a showboat had left as a champion, a warrior, and a global superstar. When Cristiano Ronaldo arrived at Real Madrid in the summer of 2009, it wasn't just a transfer. It was an earthquake in world football. The Spanish Giants paid a world record £80 million to bring him from Manchester United, and the presentation at the Santiago Bernabeu became legendary. Over 80,000 fans filled the stadium just to welcome him. No player in history had received such an introduction. Ronaldo, dressed in all white, walked onto the pitch and declared confidently, "I am very happy to be here. I will make history with Real Madrid." The pressure. But with that price tag came enormous pressure. Real Madrid fans, known as some of the most demanding in the world, had no patience for failure. Every touch, every miss, every performance would be judged. Many wondered, could Ronaldo handle the pressure of Madrid, where even legends like Kaká and Figo had struggled? Ronaldo answered immediately. On his debut, he scored. In his first season, he netted 33 goals.
But despite his brilliance, Barcelona were dominating football under Pep Guardiola and Lionel Messi. Real Madrid fell short in the League and Champions League, and critics questioned whether Ronaldo could lead them to glory.
The Messi rivalry. This was the birth of the greatest rivalry football has ever seen, a Cristiano Ronaldo versus Lionel Messi. Every week, the world tuned in to watch La Liga, not just for the football, but to witness these two titans push each other to impossible heights.
If Messi scored a hat-trick, Ronaldo responded with 4 goals. If Ronaldo broke a record, Messi broke another the next day. It wasn't just competition, it was war, and fans loved every second of it.
The turning point, 2011 Copa del Rey final. In 2011, Real Madrid faced Barcelona in the Copa del Rey final. The game was tense, going into extra time. In the 103rd minute, Angel Di Maria crossed the ball, and Ronaldo soared into the air like a jet, smashing home a header that won Madrid the trophy. It was his first title with the club, and it showed the world Ronaldo was here to win. 2012 breaking records. The following season, Ronaldo reached new heights. He scored 46 goals in La Liga, helping Madrid win the league with a record 100 points. This was the season where he proved he could carry a team on his shoulders, defeating Guardiola's Barcelona and Messi at their peak. But Ronaldo's hunger was far from satisfied. He wanted the Champions League, the trophy Madrid had been chasing for over a decade. 2014 La Decima, the 10th Champions League. The moment finally arrived in 2014. Real Madrid faced Atletico Madrid in the Champions League final. The game seen lost to Atletico were winning 1-0 as the clock ticked into stoppage time. But in the 93rd minute, Sergio Ramos scored the equalizer, and Madrid roared back. In extra time, they destroyed Atletico 4-1. Ronaldo, of course, scored the final goal, ripping off his shirt and flexing his muscles in front of the fans. It was Madrid's 10th Champions League title, known as La Decima. Ronaldo had delivered the Holy Grail, fulfilling his promise to make history. That season, he scored a record 17 goals in the Champions League, a record that still stands today. The peak years 2014 to 2018. After La Decima, Ronaldo became unstoppable. Year after year, he scored 50 goals, breaking records with frightening consistency. He became Real Madrid's all-time top scorer, surpassing Real's 323 goals in just 6 seasons. He destroyed Bayern Munich, Juventus, and Atletico Madrid almost single-handedly in Champions League knockout games. He collected 4 Champions League titles in 5 years: 2014, 2016, 2017, 2018, an era of dominance never seen before.
In the 2016 final in Milan, Ronaldo scored the winning penalty against Atletico. In the 2017 final in Cardiff, he scored twice against Juventus in a 4-1 win. In the 2018 final in Kiev, although he didn't score, Madrid defeated Liverpool to win their 3rd Champions League in a row, making it a historic three-peat. Iconic moments. There were too many magical nights. His hat-trick versus Wolfsburg in 2016, overturning a 2-0 deficit. His bicycle kick versus Juventus in 2018, a goal so incredible that even the Juventus fans stood up and applauded him. His countless El Clasico goals against Messi's Barcelona. Every time Madrid needed a hero, Ronaldo stepped up. Big game after big game, he delivered awards and records. During his time at Madrid, Ronaldo won 4 Ballon d'Ors 2003, 2014, 2016, 2017 while at Real, 4 Champions League titles, 2 La Liga titles, 2 Copa del Rey titles, 3 UEFA Super Cups, 3 Club World Cups. And most importantly, he scored 450 goals in 438 games for Madrid, more goals than matches. He became the top scorer in Champions League history, the goodbye. But in 2018, after winning his 3rd consecutive Champions League,
Ronaldo shocked the world by announcing he was leaving Madrid. Fans were heartbroken. After 9 years of glory, the legend was moving on. At his farewell, Ronaldo said,
"These have been the happiest years of my life. Madrid has captured my heart, and I will never forget this." He left as not just Madrid's greatest ever player, but as a global icon, a hero, a warrior who defined an era.